Thank you for listening to the Chicago Chronicles Under a Blood Red Moon. If you enjoy this story, please make sure to subscribe and review wherever you're listening to our podcast. You can find more of our actual plays on our website at www.hallowedhavenstudios.com. Please consider supporting us on Patreon at patreon.com/hallowedhavenstudios. Your support helps make more stories like this possible.
Previously on Under a Blood Red Moon. The pack went to meet that Lydia Ashworth chick who spoke in JB's head. Turns out, same person giving her the stink eye that whole time at the Great Cairn meeting. Elders are pretty rough and she wasn't much different. Kept referring to JB like something other with a capital O, then turning around to say that they were similar, each one inheriting the powers of the Celestine. Hers being Neptune. Kind of explains the cold-hearted bitchiness to me. She was spooky quick, I'll give her that, and apparently she's strong enough to open moon bridges on her own out of that little cairn of hers. She gave some vague directions about JB's past, because why would an elder be good at giving guidance? And it's going to have us looking for hints at the construction site where the Volnus came out. After we left the elder's cave, though, Charlie tasked Eyes and I to hunt down a bear. Not to kill it, but to hopefully find the Grawl that our bear had said was out in Vancouver. Took some time, but we found one. She was on edge and nervous seeing us, but then, seems like the last time she saw Garu was a couple 100 years ago at least, and we weren't that great to them back then. She's alone on the island looking for her kin in the area, and she has the help of some Lewis who is also helping her pick up the language. Lucky for us, we found her post-lessons. I don't know who Lewis is, but I'm glad she ain't alone. After she asked us to help find more bears, and Eyes, if anybody asks, that's all she asked us to help her find. She left the clearing, but she brought with her a little bear idol that Eyes made out of stone. I take that as a good sign of a first meeting gone well. We went back into the city then to check out the construction site, and hopefully we can crack some skulls here to work off the restless energy our reception's built up.
Hi, I'm Aaron, and I'm playing Twice Lived, the Hamid Geta Fenris Philodox.
Hi, I'm Bloodied Porcelain, and I'm playing Junkyard Bitch, the Hamid Bonar Theurge.
Hi, I'm Bookkeeper, and I'm playing Charlie Fangbanger, the Hamid Glasswalker Galliard.
Hi, I'm Gavin Cash, and I'm playing Eyes in the Dark, a Metis Shadow Lord Arun.
Hi, I'm your storyteller Virens. Last we left off, you guys were just outside of the fence to the construction area of where the casino was going to be built. Fangbanger, you have your infrared sight going on. Eyes, you are trying to hide in the shadows. JB, you are in the Umbra. And Twice Lived, you are with Fangbanger. I'm going to take it that the three people in the physical world are going to hop the fence.
Yep.
Makes sense.
All right. You all do so. You're all semi-skilled with it. The only thing that's a little bit difficult is just getting the toolbox over for Twice Lived. But you do so. And you begin making your way over to the little office building that they have on site for construction for the foreman. As you can see, that's where the three bodies are.
And when we are close enough, I will be trying to do Scent of the True Form.
Okay, go ahead and roll that.
3 successes. So that means if they are vampires, fairies, or other shapeshifters, I would be detecting that.
They are not. Yeah, you don't really get any other smell other than, the 2 other werewolves around you.
Picking anything up?
Not really. Just us.
JB, those weird spirits that you saw still there, they still kind of look like if they had kind of like where their eyes would be, they're still kind of like looking like they're peering over like what would be a shoulder. But the closer you get, the more mechanical but also abstract they get.
And this is nothing I've ever seen before.
No.
Okay. I'd like to be sneaky if I can, and try and get up closer to see what they're looking at, or who they're looking over.
Yes. This is me failing to remember, but are you peering through the Umbra through the gauntlet to look in the physical world as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will now, anyway.
You will now. Okay. Go ahead and roll your dexterity and stealth. Then roll your gnosis to peer through the Umbra.
While JB is doing that, Eyes is going to try and do it on the more physical side to identify if they've got any weapons or there's any threats involved.
Go ahead and roll perception alertness as the other two knock on the door.
Charlie certainly will. Charlie is going to draw his pistol and hold it behind himself.
Okay.
Is the stealth standard diff?
Yes, standard for everything. Except for your gauntlet rating. Wait, no, your glasses are on, so yes, it is standard.
Okay.
Oh, being 0 successes on the perception alertness.
Or on both for me.
Wonderful. Sorry, Book. What were you saying?
No, nothing other than keeping my gun behind me and knocking on the door.
Knocking on the door. And as you do, the warm bodies, one of the warm bodies moves closer, and in the Umbra, the spirit moves along with it. And it does appear that it's looking over the shoulder of this human, and the other two look like they're looking over something that you can't quite discern, while trying to maintain your stealth. But it looks like there might be some paper or something.
And I...
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
The humans are looking at the paper, you mean?
Yes.
Okay.
The spirits are looking, are again, abstract, mechanical, but kind of on the shoulder looking over still.
Okay.
But one of the spirits kind of moves along and it kind of maintains its stance right now. As you see that one of the people walks along and opens the door, and then back in the physical world.
Over face bear. I'm just gonna relay what I'm seeing. Especially how fucking weird the spirits are. Like they're mechanical, not natural.
Mechanical and abstract, which isn't even that's weird, even weirder, because it would be like Weaver for mechanical, but since they're abstract, that's not Weaver. But in the physical world, the door opens and the person says, "How can I help you?"
I'm here with the union. You guys can't be here after dark. It's after quitting hours. Okay, you'll end up getting the company fine. Come on, you gotta go.
We're not with the union.
Well, then you definitely can't be here.
No, we can. We own the site. Are you with the union?
I'm a supervisor with the union. That's why we were called here. Because we were told there were some lights on in the foreman's office and that someone might be doing work after hours, which is a violation of the statement of work.
For the union, but not for us. So, bid you good day. He's going to begin to close the door.
Can I make another argument? And I produce the gun.
Okay. What's
Back
your
up.
argument?
That I'm going to shoot you in the gut and watch you bleed out. Back the fuck up.
He backs up, and you see that the two other people in there kind of look at you, and they're all holding this kind of blasé, not caring look.
Larry, Mo, Curly, how you doing?
Doing fine.
So what are we reading?
New plans. Since the old site was shut down, you had to drop new plans.
Oh. Can I see?
No, they're not for people like you.
I pull back the hammer. Can I ask pretty, please?
Need to roll something.
Twice is just going to comment to Face Bear to Eyes and JB, saying they're awfully calm for having a gun pointed at them.
I should like to stipulate I have a ready to action. If anyone does anything I perceive as threatening, they get shot.
Eyes is ready for as soon as there's gunfire, he's going in.
Okay. So, I want you to roll your shooting,
Okay.
and then I want everyone to roll their initiative
Hey,
after we see the results for the shooting.
Who am I shooting, and are they holding anything?
One of them is reaching into their coat pocket, and they look like they're about to pull out their own gun now.
Oh, perfect. Then I'd like to use trick shot to shoot through their pocket and blow their gun out the back of their pocket. 6 successes on my gunshot.
Damn, Charlie.
Yeah, and it specifically can't damage somebody, correct?
Correct. It's
Okay.
just gonna blow their gun out the back of their pants.
nice.
He does the tisk noise and just goes like, fine. I won't do it this way.
15, 14 on initiative. For those watching at home.
Wow.
Hey,
Okay. Who has the... Actually, I can look that up. Eyes is going to be going first because they have higher dexterity. Then it will be... Let's see. Yeah. Eyes, Twice, Black Witch, JB, or JB, Tin Man, Red Arrow, and Bangmaker.
all right. In that case, Eyes is going to get real close and personal. We're going to use a rage point. No, we don't have to, because we're metas. We're just going to drop into Krynos. And then
You do need to use a rage for your action, though.
I will absolutely use a rage for the action. Eyes is going to do Pack Shield, so that if anybody does decide to start swinging at us, we'll deal with them. So this is a Charisma Intimidation roll with a difficulty equal to the lowest willpower among the enemies.
6.
6 it is. All right, so we've got 4 from that, 3 from there, so 7 versus 6. Would a specialty in being awe-inspiring work in this case?
No.
Okay. All right, that's a whopping 2 successes. And what that essentially does is opponents have a dice penalty equal to the number of successes anytime they attack someone that isn't Eyes.
All right.
Opponents who have a lower willpower than the activation roll, so anyone with a willpower less than 2, are unable to attack anyone but Eyes.
All right. That's what you do.
Thank you, thank you.
Twice lived.
We've got the dude in front of us and 2 at the table.
Correct.
Twice.
One of the guys at the table had his gun shot off him.
So Twice is going to punch. He's going to open up with a punch on the guy right next to us. 3 successes.
We take union hours really seriously here.
Oh, that actually, taken seriously, do any of these people react to Eyes being in Krynos form?
Nope.
Interesting.
That'll be 2 bashing to that guy. And then, sorry.
So I need to roll their stamina. All right, they don't take any.
All right. And so just to confirm, if I throw my toolbox with the iron hammer in it, does that count as me throwing the iron hammer so it'll come back to me?
I believe
After
we
it's
decided last week that the answer was yes.
All right. I just wanted to make sure because his next up will be the person who has not gone to pull a gun. I don't know if they have a gun, so I might as well strike him early. He's going to throw his toolbox at him because that will be the quickest way to get it open. I'll be spending a rage for that. What kind of damage would the toolbox be doing?
Bashing.
Alrighty. Does it come with an inherent plus, or am I just rolling straight strength?
That was... Oh yeah. Yeah, you're gonna be rolling your straight strength.
Ready? 3 bashing. Then once the hammer returns, I'm going to spend 1 more rage to swing on the guy next to me with it.
Just 1 second before you do. In the Umbra, you do see that the spirit kind of shifts a bit on the guy that had the toolbox thrown at him. It shifts and kind of moves itself a little bit and reacts to like being hit with the toolbox, and shifts into like a slightly blacker color.
Interesting. Okay.
All right, you can go ahead and punch the other guy now.
Ready?
Also realized I fucked up their soak roll earlier, so.
All right. So that is going to be 6 aggravated, and that'll be the end of me.
This guy is also the spirit on this guy is also going to do the same. Yeah, it does the same. But instead of being slightly blacker, it's going to become slightly more chrome.
Interesting.
And that's me.
All right. Okay. So the one that you threw the toolbox at is now going to do their thing. Spend a willpower to ignore their injuries. And
If they're targeting anyone other than me, there's a penalty.
hold on. I need to find out who has the highest willpower. It's JB.
I'm in the Umbra,
And?
and they don't know I'm there.
Or do they?
But you're in the area. That's what matters at the moment.
All right, fine. What are doing? Give me more reason to be mad. Go ahead.
You see the spirit grow in size, and it kind of takes one of its like. This one takes like this gnarled mechanical like hand and stretches out this finger that is kind of sickening to see. Like metal should not work this way, as it points to eyes.
Uh-oh.
And this person says, "Fight him." And he points to Twice Live. And yeah, so you are going to attack Twice Lived next round on your next turn.
Ises or JB?
Eyes.
Oh, okay, cool. All right.
Yeah. This person points at you, eyes, goes, "Fight him," and moves the finger to Twice.
Sorry, Froon.
JB.
I saw what just happened.
Yes.
Can I see that Eyes is listening?
I think you could see that there is some connection between what this spirit did and what what might have just happened to Eyes. Like there's like a slight connection.
Okay, I have a question.
Go ahead.
These spirits are weird.
Mhm.
Do I think that I can affect them? Like, can I like get physical with them because I'm in the Umbra the way I could get physical with other spirits here?
I actually don't know the answer to this. This isn't going to count towards your action. Can you roll intelligence in occult?
Sure. Does creative logic or Garu lore apply?
I think creative logic will apply here.
Okay.
And since this is kind of like a more quick on your feet thinking, let's do diff 7.
3 successes. JB's a smart cookie.
She's a smart cookie. It does stand to reason that you could probably attack them. You don't know what will happen if you do, but you could.
Okay. I think in that case that can I shift and attack on the same turn? As long as I spend rage to do the shift, right?
Rage, shift, rage, attack. You could roll to shift and rage to attack, or you're spending rage either way, I believe.
Yeah, I it was more of a can I shift and attack in the same turn?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to spend a point of rage because I'm not fucking around. To shift into Krynos. And I think I'm going to barrel at the spirit overlooking the dude who just told Eyes to attack twice, because I'm not all about the mind fuckery, okay? And I need to double check my claw stuff, because that's special. Where did I put it? Alright, it just does extra damage. Cool. I'm going to activate my Soul of Lightning. It's a pity no one is here to see this, because this is badass. Rolling Gnosis. What's the difficulty?
For
To activate my fetish. It's
what?
it's Gnosis 7.
So Dev 7.
Okay.
You need 1 success, but Dev 7.
Okay. 2 successes.
Okay, so you have
So
2
for
turns.
2 turns. All right, we are jumping at the dude who just told Eyes to attack twice. Dex plus Brawl is 6 dice. Difficulty 6. No, wait. I have a bigger pool than that. Because I'm in Krynos. Slightly bigger pool than that. Claw for 4. And then strength plus 2 plus 2. So strength plus 4. So that's 10. Difficulty 6.
10, difficulty 6, no failures.
No botch for 4.
Okay.
You know what? I've only got 2 turns. Can I spend another rage and do one more?
No, because no, yes, you can, because you didn't spend Gnosis.
Correct.
Sorry, my brain was like, you used your fetish. No, that doesn't count.
No, it's okay. That's another 3. Oh, I didn't do the extra successes on that last one. I just did the straight up damage. That's fine.
You did your extra successes.
No. I did my strength, which is 6, plus 2 because I'm clawing, plus 2 because of my claws, but I didn't do the extra successes from my hit.
It's the same number. That's why I was. That's why I thought you did.
Do you want me to just roll the extra successes into this one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so that's strength plus 4 puts me at 10. Yeah.
Plus 7.
Plus 7. 17 dice, bitches!
I believe in you. Goodness.
As you should. 10 successes. So that's a total of 11? Because they soaked the first one? Or they soaked most of the first one?
Yeah. All right. The spirit fades away, and you, as you tear it apart, 'cause I don't think that it can survive even if it soaks. So you tear it apart, and in the physical world, the person who pointed at Eyes just screams out as if in mental anguish.
Do I still have the compulsion?
No.
Ooh.
Different kind of scream soon.
All right. One of them looks. Two of the others look very surprised. But then resume their face of like bland nonchalantness. And the one in front of both of you, yeah, the one in front of both of you, Twice and Thingbanger, I'm looking at the wrong sheet, is going to pull out their own gun. Yes, it's going to pull out their own gun. And it's going to shoot at Eyes.
You don't have to do that. That's okay.
They do. They do.
That's fine. It's only a 2 dice penalty.
They're shooting you.
Exactly. It's fine to shoot other people. Go ahead, bring it on. See what happens.
Okay.
Wow.
That is 9 lethal.
All right, cool. I will roll some stamina. That looks fun. All right, I've got 4 successes on the soak roll.
Okay. So you're taking 5 lethal.
Ouchies. All right, so I am mauled.
Yep. And then the other one, the other person who has the same banal face is going to... he's going to look at... Yeah, he's going to look at Twice Lived. And is going to... No, don't have that written down. That's okay, though. And is going to kind of rub his hands together while looking at you.
A little creepy.
Yep. And you are going to be taking 1 aggravated damage as you feel part of your body just try to kind of turn itself inside out. As in your insides try to become outsides.
Your entrails are trying to become your extrails.
Ugh.
But your like werewolf regeneration kind of stops it and then forces it back in, and it feels sickening.
Mental note to make sure everything's where it's supposed to be at the end of the fight.
And next is our lovely Thingbanger.
Okay, so Eyes is shot. Twice Lived doesn't look so great. What do I see when I'm looking at these 3 people? A couple of them have, like the one right in front of me has a bruise or 2 from Twice, but the other took a lunchbox to the face. How's he looking?
Lunchbox to the face guy is the one who screamed out in mental anguish.
Okay.
Is he still up and moving?
He's not dead.
Okay.
Well, we will. Let's deal with the guy who has a gun, and he brought a gun to a werewolf fight, which wasn't a great idea because I let my gun just fall to the ground as I spend 3 points of rage, 1 to shift Krynos and 2 to attack him twice.
You're raging to shift or rolling to shift?
Yes. No, I'm absolutely raging to shift.
Raging.
Yep.
Raging to shift, and I'm assuming you're raging to maul.
Yes, we're gonna do a bite and a claw. Can't shoot people if you have a bunch of werewolf teeth in your eyes.
Are you calling that you're biting his head?
No, I'm gonna bite whatever reaches my teeth first.
Okay.
Let's see. And they hurt my brother, so this gets a point of willpower. Right. Be 4 successes.
Okay, go ahead and roll your damage on that.
All right. This,
Total of 11, unless I'm forgetting something about bite. So a total of 12, actually.
so he can eat 8 ag.
Motherfucker. Okay. You see his armor kind of like get crunched through as you bite through it, and then it's starting to regenerate itself a little bit as well. As you even bite through his flesh. Fuck me, god damn it. But you do the big chomp though. He dead.
With my remaining attack, I will reach out to I guess the remaining one who didn't scream out in mental anguish will get a claw. And we'll get 5 successes.
Okay.
So that'll be
Plus 2 is 14.
yeah. That'll be 9 ag.
God damn.
And the same thing is actually going to happen to this guy as you claw at him. He's going to do his... You see a bit of this, again, the same kind of like effect of like his body's trying to reknit itself together. He's trying desperately not to die.
Aw.
It's not... I mean, he's not dead yet. Wait, is he? No, he's not dead yet. He's just crippled.
Oh, well, that is the end of my turn as I snarl at all of them with a... If they spoke wolf, they'd know it's leave my packmates alone.
It is back up to eyes, though.
Excellent. So one is fully dead, right? And one is screaming in anguish, and this third one is he gone yet?
So mental anguish guy is still alive, and then the other guy is crippled.
Okay. Well, only one of them really needs to be able to talk. So Eyes is going to focus on the guy who's no longer going to be walking well, or at least will no longer be walking after this. Eyes is going to, first we're going to sweep. No, he's already probably messed up. We're just going to straight up bite him. We're going to join in with Charlie. Charlie did a great first impression. We're going to follow it up.
You guys getting braces? Is that why you're leaving these bite impressions in the bodies?
Well, it's fun.
That was an orthodontist joke. That was bad. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Eyes is also going to make sure that as he's getting ready to chomp on this dude, he gives him a nice long stare as his bullet wound begins to seal up by itself. And we have a penalty.
I believe you should be at -2.
Yep, I am at -2. I've got 3 successes on the bite. So how much goes past?
Let's see, but you haven't rolled your damage yet.
No, I was asking how much did that go past the armor for the damage purposes?
What threshold successes does he have?
Oh, you should have just gone past it.
Okay, perfect. So that is 6 ag.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he did. This is a crippled guy you're going after?
That's right.
Yep, he did.
I would like to spend a point of rage, in addition, to throw this body at the body of the one who's still alive.
Strength athletics.
You got it. With all 12 dice, I got 2 successes.
Okay, roll your strength to throw the body at the other guy.
All right.
I love that you have a specialty in powerlifting.
Oh, is this a damage roll? So it'd be no botch?
Yep. So,
all right, so that'd be 5 successes. So Eyes tears into the first one, gives him a good shake, and then once he's no longer moving, he'll fling him into the screaming guy.
So the screaming guy isn't dead, he's just traumatized. To put it lightly. But in the Umbra, I will say, when these 2 people died, the spirits went away. They kind of like sank through the ground. And like the slight trail that you could see like sank through the ground and then went looking and went like in different ways. Take us out of combat. I don't know if you guys are wanting to kill the other guy, but you are more than welcome to.
Not yet.
Yeah, he's just traumatized. He stopped screaming. Let's see. He looks broken. And he has his dead friend on him.
Trauma blanket.
Is there
Yes, as
anything?
it's conflicting.
Is there anything on this side I can see that I should be paying attention to?
There's still that kind of like dark twisted feeling. You do know that you are or were near a worm pit.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a part of you, the part of you that you felt like that you got connected to in Chicago, that Jupiter kind of connected you to, that feels like almost deja vu is being like it's deja vu being back here, specifically in the Umbra as well.
Okay. I think in that case I'm gonna have a look around a little bit, see what I can see.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the other three first.
You want to ask him something, or should I bite him?
I'm gonna roll to shift down to Glabro.
Yeah.
Make sure I know what I'm rolling.
Vice will be recovering his toolbox in the interim.
Putting screwdrivers back in the right spot.
Trying to undent any dent that the dude's head might have left.
There is a head size dent.
This is enough.
Literally only needed the one.
Yep. Which will allow me to resume my Glabro, which is looks just like a beefy human. And I lean down. I pull the poor sod's friend's body off of him. Go. Okay. Look at me.
I think I broke him, is what you hear over Base Bear.
His eyes are wide.
Look at me.
But they are looking at you.
Eyes will look over Charlie's shoulder to try and lock eyes with the poor victim here. Just in time for the lead from the bullet to thump onto the floor as he fully heals.
Eyes back up for a second. There is a small chance you will get to leave this place tonight, go wherever it is you need to go, tell whoever it is you need to tell of all the terrible things that the monsters did to you, but only if you answer my questions and answer them satisfactorily. Do you understand?
I do.
What's your name?
My name is Black Witch.
Black Witch.
Yes. It's the name that they gave me and replaced.
Who? Name that who gave you?
The SPD.
That sounds like an acronym. What's it stand for?
Special Projects Division.
A division is a segment. It's a part of something. Special Projects Division of what?
I don't know.
You have a place you work?
Here.
Okay. So, were you helping to build the casino?
The SPD was part of building the casino, and I was part of the task force assigned to manage the civilians after the incident.
Civilians, so you're not a civilian.
You're not a civilian.
I know what I am. What are you? What title do you have that allows you to call other people civilians?
I'm not a civilian.
What are you?
Scientist.
What's the incident? Be over face bear.
The incident, that would be when a bunch of angry furballs tore down your last plan to build the casino, wouldn't it?
More than furballs.
Yeah. You've made a lot of enemies. And now you're here trying again. Why?
I was ordered to.
Okay, Black Witch, I'm going to need you to stand up. Come on.
He does so.
And I will point you to the papers that they were looking at. So these are the new plans?
Not anymore.
What do you mean?
They have eyes everywhere. They knew that you were here the instant you opened the door. These plans are gone. These plans are worthless.
No. Well, that's some of the easiest monkey wrenching I've ever done.
That doesn't mean they'll stop, though.
Look at the plans.
all-
What was supposed to be built here?
So instead of a casino this time, it was going to be this toy factory.
Okay, I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
No, it was going to be a toy factory. They were planning on adding something I can't quite understand. It looks like it was deliberately written in code just in case anybody were to get their hands on the plans without the SPD knowing.
So first is a casino, then is a toy factory. Next will be, who knows, frozen yogurt. And you don't know for what.
It's not my department.
Aren't you the good little soldier?
You
Well,
gonna kill me?
I have good news and I have bad news. You have answered all my questions satisfactorily.
You're still gonna kill me.
Yeah.
You kind of like see him like puff out his chest and then just stands there and waits.
I appreciate anyone willing to die for a cause, especially when it's one I want to snuff out. I put my gun to his head and I shoot him.
All right, you do so. This is when we'll go over to JB. As the previous events are going on, and you are in the Umbra now, or not now, you are still in the Umbra, and that sense of deja vu is coming over you. Getting this very hazy feeling and draw towards what is roughly the middle of this like lot that they're on, that you're on. It's closer to where the worm pit is and or was, and it feels sickening, yet something that you can almost remember.
I think she's gonna step closer.
Okay.
Try to ignore the churning in her stomach.
Yeah. Can I have you roll your stamina and ancestors?
Sure. Thank God I'm in Krynos.
Can you move your microphone, please?
Nope. Better?
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that. Yes, sure. Thank God I'm in Krynos. Difficulty 6?
Yeah.
4 successes.
You can almost hear this feminine voice far back in your mind. Just kind of go like, no, no, no. And that like churning in your stomach is growing and growing, and you have regret building from the back of your mind as you hear this no, no, no again. And your spiritual side kind of starts to like grow and kind of like pull slightly off to your right, as if it were like hair and the wind were blowing really hard.
Do I get the feeling that what I'm hearing in my head is like a repeat from something I've heard before, or do I feel like someone is specifically talking to me?
Maybe not talking to you, maybe talking to the situation, kind of not wanting to be in this present area. But this doesn't feel like a memory.
Okay. I think, yeah, it's JB and she's stubborn. She's gonna try and like focus on keeping her spiritual form together as like the lightning crackling, or, you know, the streaks of lightning that make up most of her body try to pull away. She's gonna keep pushing closer to the edge.
Yeah, and as you do, your own perception is beginning to shift into this more bluish hue, as you're now getting this faded version of someone kneeling. As you're like walking up behind them, they're kneeling in front of something.
They look like a man, woman. Does it look like Juno?
You haven't seen her backside, but it does have like the same like hair. Like she does. This figure has the same hair as Juno.
Then I will draw ever closer. Try and step up beside her.
She's chanting something, and as you get closer, this memory shifts and it becomes this full like bright blue hue over everything. She's chanting, and sorry, I need to cough. When when you swallow your own spit, you kind of get that feeling. Anyway, she is chanting and kind of has her head bowed, and you feel this immense spiritual energy. And you look over to your left, which is kind of the same direction, which is where the wind is coming from. And you see that there is this lightning elemental beside her, kind of funneling its some of its gnosis into her, as if it's empowering her. She's chanting, and you would guess that she's binding something into the ground.
Holy shit.
And then perception and occult, please, at difficulty 8 with Garu lore.
All right.
And as she's doing this, as she's saying the words, binding this spirit, you're looking up and you see in the sky.
3 successes.
See in the sky that there is this kind of sickening fire tornado. It isn't green. It is very pitch black, as if it's like oil that's being burned. And as she's chanting, it's growing smaller, binding itself into the ground. And part of you feels that you need to channel some of your essence into binding this thing, but you also know that you can't. This is past memory. And as she goes on, as this goes on, chanting becomes more of a plead. Please work. I can't have you burning down anything else. Go in. Go in. As the lightning starts searching across her arms, pouring into the ground, and then up the tornado as it begins to shrink more and more. She's kind of now, her body is becoming more clear to you, and it's looking more in pain as it's being bound as she's doing this. And then she screams out as the spirit is fully bound into the ground with a lightning bolt driving it in, and she falls forward. And as she does, as sudden as everything is, this memory fades.
Huh. I think JB will kind of look around for a long minute like she's expecting other things to be there, and when they aren't, she's just like, well, fuck. If I go to the spot where she was kneeling, and I examine the quote unquote ground on this side of the Umbra and see if there's any traces of what happened.
Yeah. It's kind of like a scar of where you can kind of see this where the lightning was, and there it's just like the slightest, like a tiny little crack in pavement is what it's like. and you can see a tiny, like, in a slightly bigger hole leading from it of where that lightning strike was. But it looks broken now, like the seal was broken.
Over face bear, they'll all hear, well, I found the old seal.
Where is it?
I mean, it's over here, but it's broken.
Could it be fixed?
I will add, you don't feel like the energy, like the spirit that was bound in, is there anymore.
No, but I don't think it needs to be. The thing it was binding isn't here anymore.
Where is it?
And what was it?
I don't know. Looked like a tornado made of fire.
Okay, because I have a really terrible feeling about what this is and why it is.
Out of character, what did the elders say they did with the spirit that got out?
So the Volnus, they said that they dealt with it.
That's gloriously unspecific.
It is gloriously unspecific. It's like they're dicks and don't trust people. When a werewolf says it's dealt with, it means that it's either dead or with the spirit, it could be being bound. And they don't trust you because they don't know if you're going to try to kill it or bind it. But that's a theory that JB would have.
Do I see any evidence that they rebound it here?
No. There's still a bit of energy from the Volnus, and like in particular, it is still that like firmling like worm fire elemental. But there are still scars of the Nexus Crawler that was like gaining in power. I don't believe that you have the gift to trace it.
I do not. Not yet.
No. So, the Volnus, not here, was here, born here. That's kind of all.
I don't see any evidence that the Volnus or the Nexus Crawler are still here.
Any luck finding clues to your connection with Juno?
Luck is a strong word. I don't know that it explains anything about my connection to her, but I saw her bind it.
Well, all right. Let's rally up. Twice, help me gather up some of this paperwork. I think the Smiling Buddhas are going to be interested in what was going on here.
Yeah.
And
Maybe they'll be less dickish than the others.
Oh, hope springs eternal, but I'm doubting it. That's all right. I speak their language, and I can be a dick too.
They got IDs or something we can get information out of?
Is that a question to me?
No, that was Twice asking Eyes and Charlie.
But,
Let me check.
yeah,
We
loot the corpses.
That too.
Close the sheets. You are going to find 2 guns, one of which is modified.
The one that was modified by a bullet shooting it out the back of somebody's pants.
No, that's actually like the useless one. That's the one that Thingbanger shot. No, the modified one was the guy who got bitten into by Thingbanger.
Modified how?
It appears to be a 22 Ruger pistol, chrome and long barrel. But it looks strangely modified to fire 12 gauge shotgun shells, and it has a 30 round magazine. This is like not natural. This is like your werewolf senses are kind of like being piqued by this, going like, hey, that's not right.
This thing looks like someone took a slide projector and put a gun on top of it.
2 of them have armor. One is a enhanced black clothing. and the other is a soft Kevlar vest.
Are they still intact even after a couple of them being bitten?
Yes, actually.
Any of y'all
is-
need protection?
Good, I'll take a bet.
Just
Is there,
remember. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
is there a shiny surface in the room that they're in?
Yes.
Okay.
There is a window that you can use.
I would like to step back into the world, please.
I'm not going to have you roll because it will be a joke. Because again, your classes are activated and the gauntlet difficulty to cross over is 2 lower. So you're good.
JB will step out amongst her pack.
Hey, you okay?
I'm alright. You two aren't, though. And she'll look at Eyes and Twice.
Eyes kind of rubs at the indentation where the bullet hole used to be. I'm getting better.
Should be better in a day or two.
Takes you that long?
Whatever he did, yeah.
What did he do?
Oh, it made everything inside feel like it wanted to be outside.
Yeah, they had weird spirits clinging to them, but I ripped one of them apart. That was the guy that you shot. I ripped the spirit apart and he collapsed, so I just assumed leave him that way. I didn't get a chance to get to the other two before you guys finished them off, though. But their spirits she'll kind of make this weird, like, wiggling motion with her fingers towards the ground. She just sort of sank into the ground and left.
If you see anybody with spirits like that hanging around and they start rubbing their hands together, we're taking their hands because I ain't having that happen again.
You just need to be faster.
Come here. Then I'm gonna walk over and put a hand on Twice and use Mother's Touch. And I have to remember how that works. 1 point of Gnosis, and I roll Intelligence plus Empathy. Okay.
And rage, the current rage is, from what I understand.
Yeah, what's your current rage?
My current rate, after having spent some, is 3.
Excellent.
Or, sorry, 4.
Difficulty 4. Yeah, I think you're good. 7 successes.
Oh, yeah.
Permanently triggered.
Each success heals 1 level of lethal, bashing, or aggravated damage.
All right.
Byron's, I'm going to take the plans, any paperwork they have in here, basically anything that has writing on it that isn't nailed down.
Okay.
If I need to like grab the local paper, their local paper waste basket and throw it all in there, I will.
I think given that you're in Calabro, you don't need to.
Yeah.
If the spirits sunk down and there's a hole here, should we go down?
No, they didn't. Not that kind. It's like it's like they were dissipating as they got hit the ground, and then they sort of went off in separate directions. It's weird. I've never seen spirits like that. They were kind of mechanical, but also kind of not like a I don't know. Charlie, you remember that one office building you took me to where they had that ugly ass art in the lobby where it didn't make any damn sense? It was all these weird shapes.
Yep.
It's kind of like that, but mechanical at the same time.
You mean abstract?
Yeah, that. Ugly. It was like that, but like a machine all at the same time. It was weird.
So we're fighting art?
No, I'm just saying they looked kind of like the art did.
Okay. Well, we've got plans, we've got bodies. What should we do with these?
The veil must not be lifted. I'm going to take some. Is there a printer, like a printer, notepads, blank paper in here?
Yeah, there's a legal pad, there's a printer, there's a computer.
Is there a generator of some kind outside that requires gasoline.
Is your plan arson?
Gas station treatment. Got it.
The plan is always arson. Haven't you learned?
We're giving it the gas station treatment.
Yeah, give me the gas station.
JB looks around and goes, "Oh, no beef jerky."
Such fond memories. Yes, there is everything you need to commit arson.
I commit arson.
Wait. Before you light that, JB is going to search through the drawers on all the desks to see if there is anything snack-like in any of the desks.
No, not this time. This seems like extremely business and super inhumane. Like there's not even a water cooler in here, or a AC or fan or heater or anything. They just have the generator for like the lights and computer.
She just sort of deflates a little bit. She was going to take something in honor of Shadow Sprinter, but there's nothing here.
And just to make sure, when we checked the bodies, there wasn't like an ID badge or anything that might detail what company they were claiming to be from or anything like that?
No, there was not. No wallets either. Like they looked like they had their, anything that could have identified them stripped away. Other than, and like even with the names, like they had, the guy had a weird name.
Right. And the Kevlar vest that Twice is taking, it doesn't have like a symbol or anything like that on it, or logo or brand.
Nope.
Got it.
All right, let's get out of here.
Sounds good.
Cool guys don't look at explosions.
Cool guys don't look.
I put my mirror shades on and everything.
Okay. We are coming to the pack having gone back into money, having driven up north, and are going to sleep as it is quite late in the night. They won't be able to catch a ferry back to the island. In the north, as you all are sleeping, you all are having the same dream. EP, for the entire group, can I have you roll your nightmares?
Oh no. Okay. Sure.
We'll
sure.
See, it's gonna affect how the dream is. It's not gonna affect everybody.
Willpower roll. 2 successes.
Okay. It's not a bad dream. This dream that you all are sharing is from each of your perspectives, and you all look around and you do see each other. And then you see a familiar face. One that pissed you off earlier. The one that you had met that morning. Lydia, that bitch, Ashworth.
JB immediately growls. Really? While we're fucking asleep too?
I haven't noticed it gets results.
What do you want?
There's a joke there. I'm not going to cry.
Wait,
I wanted to congratulate you. I heard that you were at the construction site.
Yeah.
Did you see what she did?
Yeah, I saw what she did. This couldn't have waited until morning.
No. Wanted to make sure you were getting the whole pieces of the tapestry. The rest of you, did you take care of the 3 that were there?
Yes.
Yep.
Good. Commendations on your part.
After the day we've had, your commendations mean as much to me as your bitchiness. Go the fuck away.
Or make better dreams.
You see her move her hand, and she draws up. Oh, what is Ice's favorite food?
Oh, Ice is just a big fan of meat in general. Big ol' juicy steak.
It's a nice big T-bone steak.
Oh, okay. This is okay. Oh.
Really? JB looks over at Eyes. That's all it fucking took?
It's a dream. Gonna wake up hungry.
Your anger is warranted.
Yeah, no shit.
Chantar is watching.
Who? Out of character. Is that a name I'm supposed to know? Actually, I should have said that before I said who in character.
JB definitely would not know that name. Actually, no, she would. That is the name of one of the Incarnate. Kind of like one of the, like, the vice president to the Celestine. And Chantar is related to Neptune.
She'll just kind of fold her arms over her shoulder. Why the fuck should I care?
Oh, because she relates stuff to Jupiter. I know you don't care about it now, but you will. I almost guarantee it.
I'm getting really tired of people telling me what I will and will not feel, and what I will and will not fucking do, and giving me little to no goddamn answers about any of it.
Juno is the key. You've had a
Juno's
glimpse.
dead.
She is the key. Access the past, and it will unlock the future.
You said you wanted us to get all the pieces of the tapestry. Gonna give us a direction on the next one?
From what I can gather, the distance of this, how much it went into this, you're in the north. Find the Valkyrie Sept. They should be able to help you. It'll be difficult for the rest of you to get in, but they'll be able to help you quite a lot.
Well, finding helpful people would be a new twist.
My colleagues at the Great Cairn are a pain in the ass. Yes, I agree.
You think you're not included in that number?
I'm helping you unlock potential.
You're being an evasive, nosy bitch is what you're doing. And I don't give a fuck that you're an elder. You're pissing me off.
There's a slight twitch and curl on one of the sides of her lips as though she's almost smirking. Well, two aren't mutually exclusive. I'm going to be taking my leave now.
Thank God.
It's a funny thing. When I pointed the gun at the soulless goons tonight, they smirked at me too. I guess smirking is just what you do when you don't have any wolf to show for it. Good night,
Mr. Moore. I hope you dream well. And with that, her like body in the dream fades away, and so does the T-bone steak.
Oh no, my food.
Suddenly a nightmare for Just Eyes.
She is a bitch after all.
a world without T-bones.
It was cruel and unusual. I like her less.
With that, the dream fades away, ends, and you all wake up feeling refreshed in the morning.
First words out of JB's mouth are, "What the fuck?"
Where's the steak?
Charlie, I hate it here.
JB, you're beautiful and I adore you, but could you not shout first thing you open your eyes, "I'm right here"?
I'm sorry, I'm mad.
Yeah, I cut that.
And Twice will just be like, you should get a t-shirt that says that.
I'm sorry, I'm mad.
Yeah. I feel like it would give people enough warning and it would give you a little bit of an excuse.
Listen, most of the time I'm not sorry. I'm sorry right now because I hurt Charlie's ears.
So I'm gonna pitch an idea, and I know it's not gonna sound pleasant. Next time she shows up, though, maybe we don't get riled up, because well, if she's getting entertained by our reactions to her shit, let's just take it on the chin and move on.
She'll be entertained less if I punch her in the goddamn teeth.
Yeah, but if she keeps coming to us in dreams, I mean, you saw what she did with the steak. We don't need to break eyes as hard again. I'm just saying, we don't need to cower to her. We just kind of keep it official, keep it business. Wait for her to give us whatever info she's got, and then wait for her to move on.
I'll be businesslike when she starts being businesslike.
Yeah, litany does go both ways.
Fucking right, it does.
If you want, though, I can try to take the lead on it, because I'm patient, and
people like me. Sometimes.
People do like you twice. We're not entirely sure why. But
Me
they do.
neither.
It's because he's warm and inviting.
What?
No.
Really?
No, that's not it at all.
Look
You-
at
you
him.
want-
He's cuddly.
Maybe in a usefully violent way. Eyes.
Eyes, my brother in Gaia. Your people skills are not what they could be.
JB just sort of claps a hand on Eyes' shoulder. You're so pretty, bruh.
Thank you. You too.
Okay, so Valkyrie Sept is only going to take JB.
Might take Eyes too.
Might take Eyes. So I'm thinking we find it. We drop off the two people who might get let in. And then Twice and I can go talk to the Glasswalkers since they're almost assuredly going to be classist assholes to JB again. And I've had enough of that this week.
You really want to leave me and Eyes alone to do anything with talking to other Garu?
I'm good at talking.
Everything I've heard says they're not going to let us in, so I can't do my talking from outside while you guys are standing inside. You got this.
I mean, walkie-talkie maybe, but I don't think they'll like that.
We're not going to Cyrano our way through the Sept.
I
It's
know that
okay.
story.
I can do the talking.
Yeah, that'll
Maybe-
go well, Eyes.
Maybe follow JB's lead, big guy. But don't
It's
take
all
any
right.
shit.
I'll piss him off because everybody hates me anyway. And then you can play good cop.
Yeah. Good cop. Not scary cop. Not frightening or terrifying or big, mean, handsome cop. Just good cop.
Good covers a lot of sins.
Yeah. Good as situation.
Their food.
We've established you're a good painter. Let's go get some breakfast. And we discover the joy that is Tim Hortons. As long as we're in
Yeah,
Canada.
I was going to say you guys go to Tim Hortons, and it is slightly better than whatever the World of Darkness version is of Starbucks. But they do have delicious donuts.
It's so sweet.
JB has 2 coffees, one in each hand.
Harley leans over to JB. And I'm going to run Eyes up on sugar and then leave him with you.
Listen, if you show up and the whole Karen is dead, it's on you.
I wasn't there.
This jellyfish looks really good.
Can I just like kick him into the Umbra and leave him there while I go talk to people?
Sure. Go talk to them by yourself. That'll go well.
It'd probably go better than the. She kind of gestures at Eyes, who is shoveling ever more sugar into his mouth.
For certain values of better, take him with you.
I'll keep you safe.
Thanks.
All right. So we're dropping the 2 off first, and then you 2 are going to the Smiling Buddha, Karen?
That is the plan, yes.
We'll resolve the Valkyrie's Sept first. As the Winnebago pulls up with some direction from JB of like where to go, kind of like following the lines of and like sight of where the Karen's supposed to be. You do eventually arrive at a respectable distance. Drop the 2 off, and you leave. JB and Eyes, you guys are kind of, as soon as the Winnebago leaves, you're accosted by 2 women who look very mundane, is kind of the best way to put it. They look like suburban moms.
Eyes make sure that his glasses are firmly in place so as not to reveal them. Hello?
How did you 2 find out about this place?
We were told by the elders at the Great Cairn.
What's the name of the sept then?
Out of character, I've already forgotten the name of the sept.
Valkyries.
Oh, she's asking about this sept.
Yes.
The Valkyries.
Okay. What is he? The one who's like kind of like who has their like hand like is kind of like blocking the way of JB, and like they point to eyes.
This is Eyes in the Dark. Shadow Lord Arun.
Plain male, or is he something worse?
Eyes, take your glasses off.
Are you sure they...
Yeah.
Okay. And Eyes will bring his sunglasses down to reveal pitch black eyes. No pupil, no iris, nothing, just pure black.
Metis.
Mhm.
And with me.
Still a male.
If need be, I can put on the dress.
You are permitted entry. You are not permitted to speak unless spoken to. Understood.
Eyes just raises his eyebrows.
Understood. Yes or no?
Are you giving me permission?
Yes, I am talking to you.
Then yes, I understand.
He's not very bright, is he?
Hey, that's my pack mate you're talking about.
Apologies. We have one of our own who's almost like this. But again, apologies. It's insulting. Come with us. We'll lead you into the center.
JB will pat Eyes on the arm and follow them in.
One of them is gonna kind of like try to make idle chat with you, JP. And she's asking about where you're from, and how the trip was getting here.
JB will introduce herself. And when she's asked where she's from, she'll be like, oh, here and there.
Here and there. So that's such an American thing, isn't it? Here and there.
We don't settle much. Our pack. We were in Chicago before this.
Interesting. Now, I heard some words through the grapevine. The spirits. There was a war there.
There was.
Were you part of the efforts to save the Faunum?
We were.
Where were
Eyes
you
there
during the
was-
final attack?
Eyes was on the front line.
Eyes nods and then raises a hand as if asking permission to speak.
Both the women are gonna ignore Eyes for a minute and ask JB, where were you?
I helped bind Jupiter again.
Eyes in the dark. You may speak now.
Yes, if it's not here and there, what do you use?
We use where we were from. We don't travel much. We don't have a need to out of the city, out of this area. This is the Great Cairn, after all. It must be protected.
You said it was American. Do you have
is.
a different word or phrase for the general vastness of your background, should you be someone who wanders about?
No,
Think
but it's not common for us to leave the city. It is very American for others, for Garu to
Oh.
travel about.
I see. That's all for now. Thank you.
Thank you. And as you arrive to kind of the main part of the sept, you do see it's very childlike. You do see this like kind of like tree house being semi-reclaimed by moss. There's this like slight connection to the umbra you can feel. So there is, the Cairn is here.
JB will slide her glasses off and tuck them into her pocket just in case. She does not need to risk getting pulled into the Umbra and making it any easier if these people stress her out. She's already pretty fucking stressed out, really.
Mm-hmm. So, why are you here?
I was told you guys could help me with some stuff.
What kind of stuff?
I've been having visions and dreams about a woman named Juno.
Juno. That's a peculiar name.
She apparently helped bind the big fuck off worm fire elemental thing that broke out.
Juno. Thunder Voice. Professor D named Thunder Voice.
Yes.
She did spend some time here. Yes. She did bind it. It was something of note in our legends. She spent a lot of time here in our area.
I slowly raise his hand.
It was
What's
a
up,
very... Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, JB interjects before any of them can react. What's up, Eyes?
What was the reason or the deed behind Thunder Voice?
They're gonna look to JB for a second.
I don't know that JB's ever learned that specifically.
No, but they're kind of expecting you to.
JB sort of gives a shrug. I don't know. I didn't even know she and I had any sort of tie to each other until like 3 days ago.
Do you think she was just loud, or did she maybe speak thunder?
If I had to guess, she spoke for Jupiter.
Oh, okay.
Just based on what I've put together so far.
Her, like you, is part of a questing pack. She had loved one of her fellow pack members, but had to break it off per the litany. We do not have records of why she was called Thunder Voice. We can only make the assumption about her lover as well.
Who was her lover?
Her packmate. We don't know the name either.
Oh,
We didn't bother to keep the male's name.
of course.
We were more fanatical then. Your names will be entered into our records. It is important to us to keep track of who comes and goes from our sept.
Well, like I said, I was told you could help, so here I am.
There are rituals that we can do to help you gain access and perhaps even speak to your ancestor. But we will need a bit of time to prepare them. We are currently busy working on binding another spirit at the moment, similar to what your ancestor did.
And a spirit.
The one that happened most recently. The one that is a stain on the city.
Oh,
It
Figured.
is further north in the mountains.
okay. Well, I mean, she'll shrug a little bit. I can wait, or I can help, or whatever.
Forgive us for not allowing you to help. We don't know you well enough.
Yeah, that's fine.
Unfortunate, and as much as you do know, I am sure you can understand why this is so sensitive for most of the Garu within this area, of why we don't want to trust somebody else to help us with this.
Chicago taught me sometimes you have to put up and shut up. But you guys want to do it on your own? Help yourself. It's exhausting carrying other people in rituals like that anyway.
One of the women around, she has kind of been watching this conversation, smiles. You notice that. She kind of then gives like that very quiet like laugh to herself and kind of like covers her mouth and walks away. And then the one who's talking to you, some of them would agree, and then the others need more help than they want to admit. But even the elders in our sept wanted to carry it by themselves.
Okay.
You are more than welcome to stay if you would like. And wait.
Well, our ride left, so we'll at least hang out until they get back. If that's cool with you.
Yes. Do you mind helping us with a little bit of work and just maintaining the area?
JB will shrug. You up for it, Ice? Burn off some of the sugar you took in?
Yeah, I was going to ask about activities or something, but that works. I can help.
One of the ladies is gonna grab Eyes by the elbow as soon as he says yes, because and she's gonna say, "You're gonna help with the farming."
Oh, okay.
JB will shrug off her shoulders, or shrug her jacket off her shoulders, and hang it over one arm. So where are we going?
If you were anything like your ancestor, you'll be great with the spirits around here and keeping them appeased. We have a totem dedicated. We have a totem dedicated to the Gorgons. If you wouldn't mind helping us with it, it'd be quite nice.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you. With that, the scene will fade as we switch over to the Fangbanger and Twice Lived. It takes about 20 or so minutes for you guys to get back into the city and draw closer to the Smiling Buddha cairn after dropping off JB and Eyes. Is there anything you guys would have talked about in that time?
Nothing Twice would particularly think of, just small talk probably.
So you make a point about trying to deal with her business but here's my question. Everything I've ever heard about the Gat says people talk smack to them, they die.
Yeah. There's a reason though why we're one of the smaller clans still around. You answer everything with fighting, you're going to get really good at fighting, but one of the side effects of fighting is dying. One of the reasons I travel with you guys is because I got tired of every answer being somebody dead. It's already hard enough keeping our numbers up.
Is that why you don't wolf out as much?
Yeah, that and, well, I figure if I'm going to do that, something better make sure they earn it. Otherwise, I'm just showing off. Got to give Eyes a reason to feel good about himself, you know?
Yeah.
He'll just smirk a little bit. There's a lot of things about dealing with elders I wish were different, but if we give them excuses to treat us like we're still a bunch of kids, well, I don't think their treatment's going to change very fast. Plus, some of them are just sadistic. But you didn't hear that from me.
I hear nothing. I hear the wind. I'm sure it's saying something, but JB isn't here to tell us what.
Much do you know about Smiling Buddha we're going to see?
Not a lot, but I know what kind of glasswalkers usually park themselves at office buildings, and I think I have a pitch they'll listen to.
Yeah, you guys arrive and are taking the elevator, and you arrive kind of on the floor that you would assume that they would be on, and they are. And it's the, I'd say about 15th. It's covered in plants. There's a girl sitting at a desk, at the receptionist desk, who looks at you and waves you over.
As we're coming off the elevator, I'm going to go ahead and activate my persuasion gift.
Okay.
So that is, it's just I roll Charisma Subterfuge, difficulty 7. If I get as long as I get a success, all my social roll difficulties go down by 1. And successful rolls can have more long-lasting impact. Let's just try this. Yeah, that'll be 4 successes.
All right. So yeah, she waves you over.
I put on my my most winning smile and go, "Hi, my name's Charlie. This is my friend Twice, and we're here on behalf of a little troop called the Winnebago Warriors. We have a presentation to make to the he pretends to look at his pile of notes. The Smiling Buddhas.
Yes. I think they've been expecting you.
Oh, great.
Yeah. If you two can just take a seat over there, they'll have somebody come get you in about 5 minutes.
Perfect.
Hey.
Chris will nod and go to sit.
And over Face Bear, Charlie will say, "Keep your eyes open." They wear the same kind of... What? One good suit looks like another, and we don't know that none of these. We don't know that all of these cans are on the up and up.
Okay, sure, but Ice is farming.
Farming?
And in the dirt.
I guess that's better than some results he could have gotten.
They put us to work.
God bless Canada.
We're over here in the castle, just got told we're going to wait 5 minutes, but I've seen movies. We're probably going to be here a little bit longer.
Digging in the dirt.
Okay. Takes exactly 5 minutes, which, given that you guys probably don't have anything to entertain yourselves because they don't have any magazines sitting out for you, it is kind of agonizing.
Actually, I have a bunch of illicit paperwork from a worm site. Aside from the plans, was there anything interesting?
I mean, you have the old plans for the casino, talking about how they were going to turn people into like these gambling addicts and introduce basically very evil very evil casino stuff, turning people into addicts, stealing all their money, pushing them to get more money so that they can get more money, and so on and so forth, and that like never-ending cycle of debt.
Right.
The new plans again are a bit coded. They were a bit more careful this time, but it is talking about this toy factory. And yeah.
Okay.
And I think there's just some like plain memos that also don't exactly make sense and are probably in some sort of code.
Ooh.
You're just looking them over during the 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Twice Live, is there anything you're doing in that 5 minutes?
No, Twice will just kind of be relaxing, staring at the ceiling, counting the dots, anything he can really think of to keep himself occupied.
Yeah, after the first 2 minutes, it does become a little bit agonizing as you're going over the dots again. As somebody in a very impeccable suit comes up and walks up to you. Hi, can I get your names other than what your pack name is?
I'm a Charlie Fangbanger.
Last name?
Really? More?
Thank you. You?
Malachi Holt,
Deed name?
Twice Live.
Thank you. Now, Mr. Moore, would you please come with me? Mr. Holt. Sorry, Mr. Holt. You can make yourself comfortable here for a little bit longer. I don't exactly know how long this presentation is going to take.
Mr. Holt's here with me.
Oh, no, I do understand that. But we do have some company secrets that we do need to keep.
Fair enough.
Yeah, all right. And he's just going to lean his head back and start counting the dots that he'd already been counting before.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Moore. We do recognize our own, so we do know you are part of the community. Of course, we do also have our own secrets here, as I'm sure your company does out from wherever you are from.
Is she saying that to Charlie or to Twice?
Saying it to you, Charlie.
I've met people like that before.
Would you say you're a very candid person, Mr. Holt?
Yeah, I don't talk much.
Good to know. Now, Mr. Moore, come with me now. Let's start walking.
Sure.
We can do a little bit of a walk and talk.
Absolutely.
Now, I want you to tell me what you have in that presentation of yours. And by the way, I should say this person has this very sweet smile that, I mean, it's so sweet that it looks fake.
Oh, it's a little story about projects left incomplete, things left undone, problems rearing their heads again.
Oh, it's an intel kind of project. Ooh, we do love those here. Now, we do have some wonderful hackers that have thwarted some intel projects like that in their past. Now, some of them were before their change, and some after.
I'm gonna
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Well, as this person says it as they're walking, and they turn very sharply and open this door very quickly in, so it's not like hitting you in the face. So they open it into this conference room with a projector and like long ass table, and it is just you two.
Cool. And what do I call you?
Oh, it's been a while since I thought about the name. You can call me Webwalker or Stevens. I don't do the Mr. or Mrs.
Fair enough. So I'm going to guess this one you're familiar with, and he's going to lay out the plans for the casino.
Indeed, we are. We did have some of our agents within the city board it, as well as some of our less than preferred agents help.
Less than preferred agents.
Yes, less than preferred.
Sounds like they're not earning enough points on their reward cards.
More like we'd rather not work with them, but they're a necessity nonetheless to make sure that things in the city run properly, and we have had a bit of difficulty with that as of late regarding the casino.
And to make sure that things like this don't happen again. So that once it's dealt with, right?
Correct. Glad you do see our point of view.
Well, hey, guess what? And then he puts down the form for the toy factory. It's happening again.
Well, I'm sure if you have this, it's going to be changing to something else, so that is quite worrisome indeed.
You ever heard of something called the Special Projects Division?
They pause and their smile falters ever so slightly, and then it comes back up. Regrettably so, I have. I take it that they are the ones fronting the development on that lot.
3 of their little minions were overseeing the documentation in the foreman's office last night when we had a disagreement.
Is that why there was fire?
Yep.
Preservation of the veil?
Didn't want to leave a mess that would be identified as these people looked like they were torn apart by angry wolves.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you. Now, it's a little bit more difficult for us to do anything about it, as our relationship with the rest of the city is a bit strained at the moment, as I'm sure you well know.
So that sounds to me like your relationship with the rest of the city is part of what needs to get repaired in order to put a definitive end to this problem.
Oh, yes. Oh, you are so bright. Now, Mr. Moore, go ahead. You were saying something.
Hey, usually I have to go to big cairns made out of rock to have people condescend to me that much.
Oh, I didn't mean to be condescending. It's just that the other people that inhabit the city and the surrounding area don't always agree with how we handle things. So it is quite refreshing to have somebody so intelligent and so agreeable come to us and understand what we do. And while we do know you are part of our part of the grand company, not everyone in our company always shares the same views. So you coming here and saying that we do need to repair our relationship with the rest of the city, and encompassing all the night folk in it, as I'm sure that's what you're talking about, saying that we need to repair those relationships. Well, it is quite smart, quite intelligent, and quite wonderful.
Before I go selling anything about Nightfolk to, the rest of my pack to start with, say nothing of 2 angry werewolves, what exactly do they bring to the party?
A controlled populace and no open fighting was the original agreement. The controlled populace kept to their own, didn't meddle in our affairs, and knew their goddamn place. They also helped us when we asked, because we provided them with enough leverage, or held on to their secrets and threatened to expose them. Now that was for the controlled populace. Now for the others, the other inhabitants around the city, well, we helped control the resources, helped make sure that they stayed afloat. that nothing in the city spiraled out of control and bled into their lands. Now, isn't that a wonderful thing?
What happened to the Volnus?
It is up north.
With the people who you help keep afloat?
Yes, indeed, actually. They're the ones binding it into the mountains, making it stay in the frigid cold to hopefully snuff out the firmling and keep the crawler out of our reality.
That sounds more like a partnership, Mr. My untrained ears.
We do treat them a bit better than our friends to the west. And I should say, within relation to where you are, the west is the Great Cairn.
Yep.
Yes, we do treat them a bit better than our friends to the west.
You want a Nightfolk population under control, and let me see if I can remember my terminology here. A synergistic relationship with everybody working together for mutual benefit.
They look like they're thinking for a moment. Indeed, actually. I believe that is correct terminology.
Then we're all going to need to come together and talk about it.
Now, the ones that are going to have the most difficulty with that are going to be the Night Folk. And then you're going to have to restrain our friends in the West from outright slaughtering the Night Folk.
Well, if I can get the rest of my pack to agree to not slaughter them on sight, I think I might be able to deliver on that. If you are willing to come to the table and, let's be blunt, share resources.
As we did before, we did share resources before.
Anytime you use the term keeping someone else afloat, that sounds like charity, not like sharing.
It could be the same.
Not when you're standing on the 15th floor throwing your gold coins from on high.
Perhaps we could use a bit more perspective from those on the ground. It would be beneficial for your pack to be there.
I think it would. I think we're going to have to be there. We were called here by our totem, and our totem's big on healing. And I'm thinking I'm beginning to see the contours of the wounds that the lot of you have inflicted on each other. And in so doing, left yourself unmindful, and the thing you thought was fixed is not.
Well, with the recent tear into one of the wounds, yes, things are a bit broken at the moment. And it has left our city quite exposed to unsavory elements.
And so the person who can make the kind of deal that heals a city, puts the leeches in their place, and keeps everyone happy, that sounds almost executive.
Indeed it does.
Can I count on you to be that person, Webwalker?
You can. It'll be a great memory to Roger Dolly.
Then I'm going to give you it's not a gift. It's a favor. And one, I hope, once you understand the value of it, he says, pulling out a small black book and opening it, you will appreciate and hopefully return that favor in good faith at some point. I'm going to trust that you're good for this.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm going to activate my fetish.
Okay.
And I'm going to jot down the phone number of one Brian Mulroney, who in this year was the Prime Minister of Canada.
Name, phone number, address, the full thing.
Yep.
Well, shit. All right. Their eyes are going to go ever so slightly wide. You can tell that they're doing their best to keep base no matter what.
I won't push them on it.
Thank you for the favor.
You're welcome. I think you're a savvy enough player that you'll see when the opportunity comes to repay it. If not, I'll let you know.
Good day, Mr. Moore. It was very pleasant seeing you.
Nice talking to you, Webwalker.
You're welcome to use our services whenever you need.
Thank you so much.
And with that, Web Walker is going to stand up and open the door for you to walk out, giving you a ever so slight bow.
I will return the bow and walk back to where Twice has been left behind and say to her face bear, "Sorry, dude. We'll talk when we get back in the van."
And Twice will rouse himself from like a dozing nap, because that's the best way to handle weights like this, is to just get comfortable and go to sleep. So they don't need me to be candid then?
Not at this time.
All right. And he'll get out of the chair and move to head out with Charlie.
All right. Going to go pick up your packmates.
Yep. We get back in the Winnebago. I will give Twice the rundown of what transpired. So it feels like it's kind of the Smiling Buddhas who are really insisting on the leeches being a part of it. In part because I presume because the vampire authorities help keep their population under control.
Well, considering how they referred to everything as a company, I wouldn't be surprised if it was something as simple as money.
It might be. But also they've been snotty to the Great Cairn, which I'm sure has gone over swimmingly.
You know, having met the elders of the Great Cairn, I don't know whose fault it is who got snotty first.
You know, I figure that's probably one of those arguments that started back when Canada was founded and has just kept going since then.
Yeah, that strikes scarily close to that dream I've been having over and over again. Whatever we do when we get them working together, we should really try to make sure they're working together against the leeches, not trying to work with them in that deal, so that we come out on top of whatever agreement gets made.
We can, but I have a feeling we're going to need the leeches. If I were a betting man, I would say we're going to need the leeches to provide some sort of political cover to find these special projects division people who are probably embedded as deeply in the city as the vampires are. And outside of the Smiling Buddhas, who do you think even has a phone number for a Vancouver cop?
Yeah. Did they give you a lead on who might be the leech in the know to talk to about any of this?
They did not yet. But she'd heard of the Special Projects Division, or they had heard. I guess Web Walker said they didn't use Mr. or Ms., so I'm going to go with they. They said they didn't. They recognized the name Special Projects Division,
and
they were kind of closed-mouthed about it, though.
The book you have, does it look up people or does it look up companies too?
Anybody with a phone number.
Have you tried looking up the company Special Projects Division, maybe? Just to see
it's not going to be a company, though. It's a division of something.
That's fair.
Just don't know what. But we have a business who tried to start a casino. We have a business who tried to build a toy factory. There's got to be records somewhere. But I don't know how much. I don't know how much I can take the pack on a city records dig. That doesn't seem like something Eyes would be really excited about.
No, it doesn't.
Or you.
I mean, I can do grunt work if I need to do grunt work. We just need to know what we're looking for, that's all.
Mm.
But I guess we see how they did up at the Valkyrie Sept.
Yep. I will call out over Face Bear. We are headed your way.
Might be worth seeing if the Valkyrie Sept has any dealings in the city and see if they might be somebody we need to bring to the table along with the Great Cairn too.
I think they all need to come to the table, but Webwalker was saying the Valkyries might deal with the leeches' fangs first.
I'm pretty sure we wouldn't disagree with that, at least on a moral level.
On a moral level, no, but again,
I know.
I think we're going to need them to deal with this, whatever this SPD is. Because I don't think we're going to be able to find the SPD without them.
They would know the people in the city responsible for zoning and
permits
to build and shit like that.
Certainly more than we would.
All right. You guys take the road down to, up to the Valkyrie Sept again to pick up the rest of your pack. Meanwhile, the other two, during that time, are doing work for the Sept, helping maintain the totem and help them take care of their independent food supply. But it is
the dirt.
it is also painfully obvious when the rest of your when the other two members of your pack are coming, because this is very nature sounding, and then when they're pulling up, you can hear the engine. It is starkly different.
Winnie's on the way, digging in the dirt.
I swear to God, if I hear that tune one more time, Eyes, I'm going to find you, and I'm going to introduce you to the Gorgon.
I understand, but understand also if I stop singing, I will probably stop working. This is boring.
Good for you. Builds character.
The women did say that it would take at least it would take a while for them to even get the materials to start the ritual for your memories.
Mm-hmm.
So
did they give me an idea of how long?
At least a day.
So I can come back.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, when I can hear Winnie approaching, I think I would turn to I guess whoever it is that I'm working with, dealing with the Gorgon, or dealing with their totem. My people are here. Am I good to roll out and come back tomorrow? Do you need anything else?
No, your help has been quite enough. He's welcome back anytime, especially if he's willing to help out with more physical labor.
I'll let him know.
As for the other members of your pack, are they like him? Are they hymns?
They are hymns. Males, but not metas.
I will talk with our elders and try to convince them. The more people we have in the ritual, the better.
I can't speak for how well they'll do in a ritual like that, but if you ask, they'll help. Well, let me rephrase. If I say they'll help, they'll help.
You are their leader in spiritual matters, aren't you? And with that, you can hear the slight squeal of the dirty brakes of Winnie.
All right. I'm going to go before one of your sentries gets uppity.
All right. They are always uppity when it comes to any outsiders, even if they are women.
Yeah, and Twice is a pretty calm guy, but he did just get forced to sit in an office building for hours. I wouldn't bet on his patience holding out, so we're going to go. And over Face Bear, Eyes, everybody hears Eyes, let's go.
Oh, all right, let's go.
Make sure you give back the tools.
Fine.
Well, okay. Here's your shovel, here's your rake, here's that thing.
Thank them for their hospitality, Eyes.
Thank you for your Oh, shit. And then he switches over to Face. Not supposed to speak until I'm spoken to.
Do it.
Okay. After abruptly cutting himself off for a thought. Thank you for letting us stay. I appreciate your hospitality and thank you. But I've got to be going.
You're welcome.
If you need anything, don't. And then he will head to the window.
If you need anything, don't. Wow. Yeah, Jimmy will meet up with Eyes as they walk out of the area and towards Winnie, and she'll just sort of pat him on the back. You did good, bud.
I tried. I'm still getting used to them. They're nice, though.
Although it's a little bit early, I think that's the perfect spot for us to end. Thank you for listening to Under a Blood Red Moon, a Werewolf the Apocalypse actual play by Hallowed Haven Studios. Storytelling for this actual play is provided by Virons. Junkyard Bitch is played by Bloody Porcelain, Fangbanger by Bookkeeper, Eyes in the Dark by Gavin Cash, Twice Lived by Aeronoth. Our intro music is Astral Body by Ace. Our art is by Altior, or DEOBU0400. Editing is by Termite.